Hey y'all, I'm Carolina Tony. Today we are in the shadow of Superstition Mountain, and we are here at the Superstition Mountain Museum and some buildings that were used in some very big movies, and we're going to take a look around and just see what's here. We'll get started right after this station identification. Called the Elvis Chapel. It was named because it was prominent in the Elvis movie Cheraw. Now these buildings were used, but they were about 7 miles up the road, and after the movie set burned, only actually 3 structures remain. And there it is right there.
At the climax of the plot, the gang of outlaws led by Vince Hackett warns the town people of their menacing power by blowing the steeple off the town chapel.
There's Elvis.
The Cheraw crew blew up.
It was probably at a stage much like this that people would travel on Apache trail that would be held up by Hacksaw Tom.
Did find out who Hacksaw was, but he never fired a shot and he never hurt anybody in all of his holdups. And so he gained notoriety, and people would rent stages to go out in hopes that he would hold them up so that they could say, we were held up by Hacksaw Tom, you know.
So now, is that Hacksaw Tom's gun?
Yes, that's his gun. All this stuff was found when they found his dugout or hideout.
Yeah.
But he wore the mask every time, but he just quit and went away, and nobody knows who he was.
So that would have been between 1905 and 1915. In fact, after it was known that he never hurt anybody, but he was successful in robbing people, for some crazy reason, people wanted to ride the stage just so they could say, I've been held up by Hacksaw Tom.
There, the gallows that are behind the tree and this barn used to be part of a movie studio that was 7 miles south of here called Apacheland.
Right.
And they filmed many movies, and you'll see posters and stuff as you go through there of movie stars that were here and stuff. In 2004, February 14th, 2004, the saloon restaurant caught fire and burned the town down. The only thing that survived was the church, the gallows, and the barn. They decided then, because of the demand for Western movies was waning, that they wasn't going to rebuild, so they donated this to us. We tore them down, brought them here, and put them back up to preserve that part of history.
Right there. Yeah. Now, was this gallows used in any particular movies?
It was used in several of the movies. I couldn't tell you exactly which ones, but
yeah. So when the movie set burned down, this gallows came very close to losing. You see the charter marks right here, but it survived. There's a Wells Fargo office. And did you know that back in the day that barbers not only cut hair, they pulled teeth? These 3 structures, the church, the gallows, and the barn that was used in the TV show Rifleman, of course they were the only thing that survived a fire. And the movie studio was called Apacheland Movie Studio. And here are some of the stars that has been involved. Let's see who we recognize. See Wayne Rogers, Will Rogers Jr., Audie Murphy, remember him as a cowboy movie. Look, Glenn Strange here. Yeah, and Jimmy Stewart. Lee Van Cleef. Yeah, I see him down there, yeah.
Recognize this one up here?
Ronald Reagan.
We've done some movies out here.
There's Richard Boone. Do you know who Richard Boone was? Paladin. Buster Crabbe, that's an old one. Johnny Crawford. He was the rifleman's son. Lauren Green. Dan Haggerty. You know who he was? Grizzly Adams. And Waylon Jennings. And Waylon Jennings is buried not too far from here. The 1969 fire proved to be more devastating for the area than the initial loss of Apacheland buildings. Several other local business endeavors faced hardships, including the sale of Superstition Hotel, leaving the future of Apacheland in jeopardy. Apacheland's second win finally came in 1993 when it was purchased by Ed and Sue Birmingham. With the dream of restoring Old Town to its original glory, the Birminghams breathed new life into the failed enterprise. Here's a chuck wagon. Well, that is going to do it for our trip to Superstition Mountain Museum and Apacheland Film Studio. We hope you have enjoyed this video. We were not able to spend as much time here as we'd like because we have tickets on another adventure. Nonetheless, we do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give us a big old thumbs up. Be sure to share this video with your family and friends. But until next time,
y'all have a good day.
And let me out.